انت شو حابه؟ انت القعده بس قاعده
اليوم هذه مملكتك انت
عايزه say whatever you said like positive points بالتوصيات شنو كان المفروض يصير يعني خليك دقيق في الموضوع يعني ما نبي بس تراوي الاشياء
لا طبعا لا طبعا
يعني
انا ده صوت هو شورت الار فور ذا شورت
نبتدي هنا
اوكي بس انت كده مش هتبقي دايما بظهرك يعني تعالي جنبي او تعالي
ممكن تعمل شنطة
كده هاي تسجل يعني هاي
اوكي
Okay, I will start by saying welcome all. Thank you. Sorry. تقطعين ايمس؟
لا هي مش عم يسجل
يلا بدأت.
First of all, I would like to thank you very much for attending our lesson. And put in your mind that your evaluation, as I can call it, will be beneficial for me. Since this is the first time I'm just cooperating with different schools and with the different planning session. Okay, so we will start by saying the good things about the lesson itself. So we will start with you, please.
First of all, I will start with we are not here to evaluate. We are here only for exchange experiences and see the beautiful teacher I celebrate. First of all, I watched your uniform. Your uniform today was matching with the girls' uniform. I like this one. And the relationship between you and your students, wonderful. They really love you. Let me start with the starter. You talked about the value in an amazing way. You told them about a lot of things they have to make for their country and how they become loyalty for their country, Qatar. For the social studies teacher, it was very good to integrate with you in the class. But she talked in details about tourism in Qatar. Then you introduced a video about different places in Qatar, asking the girls to list different places. It was wonderful your presentation of the PowerPoint. It was a lot of very good things about introducing the new vocab. You let the girls to wait for the next vocab to see your arrows was playing or something like this. And the way the host woman, she entered to the class, I love it. But I really love the last girl who came from Morocco, Zainab. She was amazing. I love her way when she entered the class.
she's really smart,
mashallah.
She's very nice.
It's very nice, mashallah. And you give the chance for the most of the girls to participate in the class. And I really want to thank you. Thank you so much for that.
First of all, I want to say that you are very wonderful and I'm interested in your lesson today. About my point, it was the lesson. Thanks for your presentation in the class and the relationship between you and your students very well. For me, the starter, expressing the value and the students was effective with them. The using of brainstorming questions when you ask them about the types of furniture around the house. Brainstorming was encouraged the students to share, the girls to share more. Presenting the new vocab was very good for you as a teacher, and also from the contest, if the student, the girl, the meaning. I admired by the coding chart. The next point is presenting the postman task on the board. Give the girls the chance to contribute on the activity and to be clear for other groups. The shape of the activity itself. According to the speaking activity, they practice it effectively. 100% was speaking.
Yes.
Nice.
يعطيك العافية. Thanks for your lesson. It looks like you have really character and you have a strong self-confidence. You are perfect. Your accent is really, your accent is really perfect. صراحة. I want to discuss with you about the starter. It was interesting with the integration with the coordinator of social studies.
She was amazing.
Because she explained too much about Qatar in many stages, yes. The student lists through the YouTube about the basic Qatar, it was also useful. And the student, I think they got too much from this video, and they take many points from just the video. The vocabulary, you presented the sentences, you illustrate from the student the meaning of the words through the sentences. And these points make the students high critical thinking because they illustrate. You illustrate the meaning of the words through the sentences. What else? The post-woman, it was really nice.
But she was shy, I don't know why.
All the girls,
Yesterday she did it perfectly. She was amazing. But today many people go to camera, audience, actually was shy.
But you know, I'm sorry that for interrupting. I love that you have for each group. Yes, distributed randomly.
I call them my butterfly, my princess.
Yes.
Also, the way to discuss the question comprehension after reading through the data show, it's very excellent.
Make sure that they
The student understand all the points. Also, during reading through the coding chart. Okay, it's very it's new for me. I like it and I try to do it more. I like to understand more about it.
I will tell you.
Okay.
Also a copy if you want.
Yes, please. The post at the end, the visitor from Morocco. I like it. She's beautiful.
Yes.
Her accent is perfect.
Yes.
She has more self-confidence.
Yes.
She knows what she said, and she knows what she wants to do.
Yes.
And she have some point, and she has one point. Yes. The students make the speaking about Qatar, Subair. They made interesting sentences about to eating, to taking photo, to walking.
They are really, mashallah, wonderful.
What else that project? What you learned from this lesson? I also make the students to think, or to share their ideas to each others.
That's it.
And I love mashallah,
yes.
she was waiting for everything you will tell her, and when you call her Najat, mashallah, she's wonderful. Mashallah, she's
But then
wonderful.
also the lesson centered on the students. You let the student to say, to think, to write, to speak, to anything. Thanks for all. What about you? What is
What's your positive point?
I was.
No, I finished.
I finished my lesson. At the beginning, some of the stress, people of the audience and their students. Do you know that the problem was, it's not a problem, but my interest was on my students. This is the first time they are going to take part in like this model lesson. Online. They knew that they are going to be online, so they were confused.
Did they interest before? They don't. And did they prefer to do it online or they
First time.
First time at all. First time. Even a video, even taking photos. This is the first time for them to attend, to take part in another lesson like this. For me, alhamdulillah, I'm satisfied. Of course, each time you need to modify your brush. Each time you need to do, maybe if I'm going to do this lesson again, I will add something, I will drop something. That's natural. This is the natural of our work as teachers. But I'm so happy that you have attended my class. I'm so happy of your support. You're very great. Really very great. She's my back.
It's my backbone. By the way, not my back. My backbone.
Thank you for your opinion, Marie, and thank you very much. It's a
Now
nice, it's a nice chance. It was a great chance.
We will
I get too much experience from her, by the way. Yani.
Thank
I
you very
get too
much.
much things, Raha. She has strategies, she has the way to speak, also her body language.
Yeah,
she has body language.
They are moving between the
Yes,
girls
the
and
moving expression.
I prefer to put in boots rather than in high heels.
Yes.
To move more.
We will move to the point that everybody is waiting for, especially for us, recommendation.
Yeah, recommendation.
Okay.
Or the things that you wanted to change if you were her.
Yes.
Because you've done this before,
Yes.
and you can see what are the things that we hadn't seen.
For me, the things that maybe for me I would change, that when I ask the social studies coordinator to come to my class, I will not take her to take a lot of time.
Because alhamdulillah time in the weekend was enough, but Miss Fatma is a coordinator.
So,
But
she
she
loves
takes
her work.
30 minutes.
No, she loves Qatar. She loves
30
Qatar.
minutes.
She loves
مبين
Qatar.
واضح
She's
إنها-
coordinator, she's a lady. You cannot stop her.
She has real تطلع.
So that's our.
But Henry appeared in the list, which was very
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For me, there was maybe because they know the code sheets, the girls they know the code sheet, but for me, I will give them more clear instructions
Yeah.
before they will start to make the code
Yes.
sheets.
So funny because maybe they already, you know,
They know
that Miss Fatma taught me 13
Oh, yes, I know you have
That
to
makes
run,
me
yes.
somehow nervous.
So,
I have no time.
more
So
stress.
even though I forgot to read the lesson, the objectives at the beginning, that
Yes.
I told my
exactly.
colleague, I said, there is no time. Can you imagine?
But you know, it
So
was
that
better.
this is maybe.
It was better that you didn't read the objectives before you
Yeah,
start
yeah,
your lesson.
yeah.
It
So
was better
I know.
that after
Why?
you
Yes,
finish.
I know.
Yes,
Why?
it was wonderful.
Why the activity? So for that, I depend on my student class. They knew.
Yes.
They knew us, yeah.
Yes, the instructions. So I will save time. By
Yes.
I teach grade since yesterday I said to my teacher that there is no need to ask the student to read objectives.
Yeah.
There is no benefits for them to read.
Yeah, yeah. But some.
But
Miss,
you
you
have
have
this
class.
idea. Yeah. Today they will do so and so.
Yeah, you know,
what
I
we
do know.
listen.
Yes, you know,
It's
I
actually
just
the
want
seconds.
them to read. Then I read.
Finishing on your
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, for me now, because I'm teaching boys,
Yeah.
I can't let them to work in an open time, and when they finish, they have to tell me English. No, I can do that with the boys. I have to for them time.
There was a time. There was a time.
Yes,
But the
I
time
know.
up, you know, hang on. So we stopped using.
You know, your students, mashallah, they don't need
the
that.
time.
They don't need that. But for me, I need it in every step. Yes. In every step,
But
I
we
have
put
to
a
put
timer.
timer.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I
I
put
saw
a
it.
time and I follow my watch.
Yes. For me, the speaking checklist, I prefer to work on it after each student. يعني when they have
Yes, I
discussed
managed
the-
to do that. You know, at your lesson, maybe you do not discuss the checklist. This is new for us.
They need it, the checklist.
Yeah, you did it, but you did not discuss it for the students. Yani, how about for each?
Yes, I asked them, what do you think they are
you
clear?
do it as a group. Now I need them to do it. Then I said I will pick one or two. The same problem that because it's not my top my time. So I try to save my time for the, you know, I'm fond of reading.
Yes.
Yeah, reading was for me a serious problem. I need time for reading. So that I try to skip some of my steps. والله I want يعني
Discussing the checklist before.
Yes, I prefer. Yes, you're right. I prefer to discuss each after each one, but you know it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
So that's about quarter of an hour with social studies. يعني somehow killed my time.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was great, and for me, inshallah, for the next time, I'm sure that I will use the code sheet. Yes, it was wonderful. And thank you.
For me, according to the third activity, I think it would be better if you ask the student to play the role of the tourist.
This is, you don't know, but this is a kind of, sometimes there is a strategy, teacher play role. There is. It's one of the strategies. So I did not make something out of the context. Yeah, there is a part in our strategies, there's teacher play role. So instead of me, I use my time to do that, so it's acceptable because there is another part they're going to play the role in speaking.
Yeah.
So خلاص it's good. يعني we still in the strategy, we still in the context.
Thanks. The second part for me is the talking time of the social studies.
Yeah,
part.
والله حبيبتي
If you
بتصير
display
يعني
if you display the video at first and ask her to explain the places from the video, it would be
I
better.
asked her she preferred to be the same,
Just to say, without
to
Yeah.
say,
Mm.
to speak first, then let them to watch. You know, it's good because by watching the video,
They
I
want to
interrupted
straight
her.
Yeah.
You know, without the video, I think so she will continue for another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So Miss Fatma, how about the video?
Yeah.
So that and it was
Yes.
by chance. And she preferred that. I cannot say. She asked me, Sima, I want to speak first.
It's better, sorry.
That's
It's better to
yeah,
say
yeah,
before looking
Yeah,
because the
before
student
watching.
will not concentrate in
Yeah,
two
yeah.
things. I have to listen,
Yeah.
and they have then to try.
Then they have a general idea.
And
يعني
then
they-
display the video for the girls to see it, and
Ah.
after watching
But
the
do you
video,
know?
Miss
they explain.
Yeah, explain for them
Yeah,
what is it that
but
we
they
can
are going to be able to write the list because they cannot remember the spelling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I need them to just خلاص they now knew about the idea and Miss Fatma والله يعني accidentally that she mentioned تقريبا يعني all the same places.
Yeah.
Qatar, Dubai, Fort, whatever. So they listened. Now they are going to watch and just they have to
Listen,
know the list.
yeah.
For me, I think it would be better if you ask the student to form sentences.
Yeah, for you. I give you a reason that I saved it for the next time because I need it as a startup and I used 4 or 5 sentences. So I thought, what can they do? Already I used sentences. They are doing maybe they're going to copy my sentence by the way. In some of them.
Even if
so
they see
I
the same
yeah.
sentence, I think,
Yeah.
even if they see the same sentence that you displayed on the board, I think.
Do you know?
Yeah.
If I didn't make my lesson 2 parts, of course I will do it.
You will finish
Close.
the last piece.
But because I divided up class, I will save my time here and I will make the production for the starter for the next
For the next day.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
This is the way we'll have just
For me, according to the speaking activity, before I said that the students practice speaking activity are 100% both speaking, but there is no clear instruction about the using of the checklist. The first skills when it's covered in the lesson.
Writing
the writing one.
Writing in the coding strategy.
They write notes.
They write all of them, right? Yeah. Low achievers, of course, I told them, Mama, don't write. Maybe you sorry, don't write. You just put the code beside
Put
the
the code beside
sentence
the
because they will take a long time.
Of course.
Zainab, Isra, Najat, Bashayr. I have more than 8 students with their group. They wrote notes and stick it in my They make a summary, like one of them, but there is no time to present each one. You know, if I want to present checklist.
Just you have to pick from each group.
Yeah, that's difficult. Even the one student, checklist from here, checklist from here, exit classes from here. You are talking about 15 minutes has been stolen from my lesson.
Yeah.
So that.
Finally, I want to say that for me as a coordinator, I learned something new from you today. The using of the
Coding chart.
It was very interesting and I liked it. I will use it with my students.
First of all, the starter was perfect, but it takes too much time. This is the point.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is in vocabulary. I prefer to follow the PPP present. Through explaining the meaning of the words you made it. Okay. The other one, the second P is practice. For the ruling, also you made it. The third P is forming forming sentence. Okay, yeah.
One lesson I will do it at. Exactly. But because I has put
Okay, you made it starter in the next lesson.
Inshallah.
Okay, this is as recall or revising, but But the third B, it's assess for the student. How you assess their understanding for the vocab.
By using them through speaking. And I depend on speaking, the checklist they use some of my vocabs while talking about, even while answering the comprehension question. We make a short discussion about the text. And they're using furniture, steel, flat,
I
and
agree with
hard.
you, but
So
I
that,
prefer to-
I have it maybe enough oral assessment, next time will be written assessment, writing assessment.
That's practice for reading through after, sorry, before, during through coding short, after reading through posthuman, it was interesting, make the students understand anything, and looking for making skimming and scanning for the text. The poster for the places to what to visit in Qatar with the students was perfect, but you have to give them key instruction, and you have to choose
I
one
told you, it's been a day already.
because the time.
Yeah, because the time.
And I prefer to make the group work, and they have to discuss. Even if they didn't try, they have to discuss. And I want to choose this place. What we have to say from this place before the visitor comes.
I save time by doing both the visit game, make the dialogue between them,
But
that has a discussion.
But
Yeah, why I need to repeat and I will do the acting, for example, the acting
But the
sketch.
acting
Why
is
not
no
doing-
but this is
discussion
the
during
group
the.
work. This is the group work, and you have to make discussion with
But
the
they,
student. They have to make
discuss
discussion.
between each other and choose Najat to talk, for example. Imagine that. Or, for example, Najat, they did not, but for Isra, yeah.
Present all these things.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, they discuss this one of them. You know, not all of them will be able to.
Actually, I'm sure
And
of that.
even good students,
Even
they
worse,
will
they have to
try.
make it, of course.
So that they choose just one we have discussed, and you are going to what
Okay.
Isra they discuss. For the Najat group, they.
I meant that we have some students that they try
Yeah.
to say their sentence loudly or on a line.
Yeah.
But with this student,
But
maybe they
you-
will
yes.
say words, little
Like for
sentence.
example,
They
you know the
try
one,
to say.
you know that the one who stand up and say, Chapati
Yeah.
tea, she's repeated the year.
Oh, okay.
She's one of the low achievers students.
Yes.
So, of course, I
showed
should
that
give
she
her
and
a
the girl
chance to
beside
speak.
her.
And I was so happy that
She
went-
tried.
Yeah,
She's trying.
really, she said the correct sentence.
Yes.
Eat and eat chapati and you drink some carrot tea.
And it's training sentence,
Yeah.
sentence.
Okay,
He
for
was
her it was
feeling
amazing.
proud of her.
Yeah, it was amazing. For that, I prefer to make a discussion as a whole class to encourage that weak student maybe to take to copy. As they copy the sentence and repeat it. It's good for them. So I make a discussion, open discussion. Zainab, did you like their suggestion to make like Shahid and whoever to take part? in
Take
this?
part in this. Yeah.
But all in all, for your lesson, يعني was perfect. يعني we can't say any bad or bad points for your lesson. يعني.
What do you think about your lesson?
I learned too much from you. by the
What
way.
will you do the next
What
time?
I
And if you will
The
teach us
next
next
time,
time,
if
what
I
will you
make it,
skip?
the next time I will try to make the integration of the workbook. I will use the workbook also at the same time. I will of course make the starter shorter to save time for full instruction.
You know that the word book for the vocab can be the last page?
Of course, I know
By
that.
the way, you told Miss
Yeah.
Bishra, I want to use the
I
word
want you,
Yeah.
as a
but I
resource.
prefer to use.
If you forgot.
No, not forgot. The time.
No, it's not take time. It was only a picture with some words. You have to choose the
label, to
word
change
in
Miss
the
Miss
picture.
Bushra refused the idea of puzzle. I think this could be a homework, but it's so simple. Why really I would? No, I prefer that what to integrate the listening. There is a listening task in our workbook. I spent more than an hour.
For the more
Where did I
Italy,
put you?
for
Where
the
did
more
I
in
put you?
Italy, for the
Well,
more
yeah,
in Italy, yeah. And how much shop?
the one here
220,
for
yeah.
Villaggio, that is that Villaggio looks like the
Yeah.
city of Venus in Italy. But there is not, listening. They need to listen. They need to go in to answer.
They will listen
need to check,
again.
yeah. So the time. This is the time. Time is killing. Very time is
Yes,
killing.
yes.
So that next time for me, I will try to find space for the listening strategy And I will inshallah try to find maybe space also for writing.
For writing, yeah.
Yeah, full writing, maybe forming sentences or about
Sentence
writing.
about each
Choose
of
one
these.
discipline to write 2 sentences by applying our vocabulary
Yes.
or summary or making a summary. But the idea, all the ideas about time. About time. Just, thank you
The
very much.
last thing, everyone should have a feeling. What did you feel?
About the lesson.
About the lesson?
When you entered, when you sat, what did you feel?
For me, I like their performance today as a teacher and ultimately also the girls. How do you have to do it?
For me, the self-confidence and the relation with you and your girls.
Thank you very much.
You have self-confidence, friendly relationship with the students, and I'm waiting for what will be next for the next activity. I'm waiting. I'm just looking and waiting. And what's the next activity? What's the next
That's
activity?
very exciting.
Yes, I was so excited.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
About my feeling, alhamdulillah, I'm satisfied, I was happy, and I'm happy now because you have attended
Thank
my
you.
class. And as I said before, inshallah, yani, next time will be new thing. Even if I'm going to do this lesson tomorrow, maybe I'm going to, this is maybe something wrong with my character, so that Japanese maybe.
Yeah.
Because I always
Chinese will be
I always add, خلاص. I did this lesson plan, I entered my classroom.
And you like to put yours, but
my lesson plan, first of all, if she wants to attend 4th o'clock, she will see something somehow different.
Yes.
I always make a reflection for myself.
Mm.
So حتى for me, maybe next time if you come to attend this will be different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So forget me for that.
All of us,
I was inspired from your class today. This is the main point.
Alhamdulillah, I'm satisfied. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, my students. They were shy somehow, but they
It's normal, يعني.
Alhamdulillah, they covered all the objectives.
Yes.
This is the aim
Yes.
of the lesson. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you very much for attending, for sharing ideas. We will definitely do this again
Inshallah.
with a clear concept.
Yes.
Clear instructions next time.
Inshallah.
We will be the first. We will be the first.
Okay.
Next time.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank
Nice
you
to meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you very much.
خلاص حضرت الجابانيز هلا المره الجايه بدنا كنديز
Chinese. I think
Thank you.
we would like Australian. Because they are the ones who have the standards and whatsoever.
Yes,
I think
the calling takes the strategy in Australian.
في Australian way يعني
Maybe. Yes, they are